Is the ending to Dune that bad? My name is earlbillray, and we're going to talk about Dune 2021, the ending to it. I keep hearing all these movie reviewers saying how bad the ending is, how it's just not concluded enough. It just feels like we watched half a movie and that's about it. Nonsense. Y'all didn't watch the movie. Y'all need to go watch it again because that's just not acceptable here, and I'm going to break it down for you, right? Alright, we get the first vision. That's after Jessica is given the knife, the Chris knife, from the housekeeper. So, Timothy Chalamet, Paul, he gets a vision about this knife. He even goes to mention it, that he doesn't understand it, but it's about the knife. But that's after the scene where he has a vision about getting stabbed from Shawnee when she gives him the knife inside the stomach. And that shows later on when she's actually giving him the knife. You got it now? See where I'm going? Then we go into the second half of this movie after the attack where everybody likes to say, oh, it downshifts, it slows down, it's real boring. Nonsense, man. Go ask Cleveland, Ohio about rebuilds. That's all this is, man. It's a rebuild. Y'all don't understand that? I don't know. Talk to Cleveland, man. That's all they know. But let's not get started with that one, right? Alright, and this next vision we get near the end where it's going to get concluded. It ain't just going to cut to black. Would you guys like it if they was running from that sandworm and whenever Paul falls there? They show Jessica, then they show Paul. And like he kind of does like a fall there. Would you like it if they cut to black right there? Would that be a better ending for y'all? We get this next vision with Jamis now. And it's a Paul. And he's looking at Jamis. Jamis saying, I will teach you the ways of the desert. We don't quite understand that until the end. And y'all was real bored there. So I guess y'all didn't understand it too much when it came. But here we are. When Paul steps up to take Jessica's place in this fight to death. And he's over here standing by this rock. He's kind of like, oh shit, here we go, you know. Shawnee gives him the knife. That explains the vision about the knife. Someone's going to give him a knife. Shawnee gives him the knife, right? He has a vision by this rock now before Shawnee gives him that Chris knife. And it's of the fight with Jamis, where Jamis stabs him. He's bleeding out on the ground. Jamis takes his hand. And then in one of them Bene Gesserit voices, they come on and say, I don't know if it's the right words now here, but it's in the same realm. And once you take a life, you take your own. Therefore, when he fights Jamis, and they say, he hasn't killed a man when he's got the Chris knife to his throat and won't slit it. He hasn't killed a man. Paul hasn't killed a man. But when he does kill him, and he grabs his hand, Paul grabs Jamis's hand while Jamis is out there bleeding out. That's what they meant. He is starting a new life here now. So when Jessica goes, can you get us to the outworld? He goes, no, none of that. This is my path. This is what we're doing. It's an ending there, right? He started a new life. He's going with the Freeman now. And then with the ending we get here, the Freeman, Paul and Jessica are all walking out and they're going to the siege. And that's when Shawnee looks back and says, this is only the beginning. And then the movie cuts. That sounds like a conclusion to me. But I guess y'all didn't just understand the visions. Didn't remember how they was set up, you know. Didn't remember the little details you're supposed to remember in a big old film like this. Overall, the ending ain't that bad at all, man. It concludes itself very good with all the little tidbits and details you get in the visions. And then just, you know, seeing the ending here, with it concluding with Shawnee looking back saying this is the new beginning. With all the little tidbits you get in the visions, you understand what that meant. With the Chris knife, with Jamis saying, I'll teach you the ways of the desert. Because when he kills them, it's ruthless out there. It's the way it is. He's teaching them the ways because that's the first man he has to kill. It's the way it is. And then when Jessica says, you know, can you get us to the outer world? He goes, no. This is the path that was set for me. This is what I'm doing. The first half of the movie is concluded here. Just rewatch it. Pay attention to the visions this time. Really listen to the details, and you'll get it. I got faith in all y'all. I'm dumb as hell, man. If I got it, you guys can get it. But I did watch this thing twice. I watched it at the house on HBO Max. After I got done, I said, this ain't good enough, man. I gotta go with theaters. I got to go. We gotta hear that Dolby Vision surround sound on this one. Then I went and watched it again. Still loved it, man. Loved it even more. So, yeah. Y'all got any other tidbits and theories? Leave them down below in the comment section. Any hate mail or anything like that, you can go ahead and email me at earlbillray. Like and subscribe. Take care, and y'all have a good one.